Scentland, the land of scent. Well, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Hello and welcome everybody, it's Chris back with yet another run through of fragrances. It's not a real fragrance review obviously because I prefer the real fragrance reviews, because it gives you the opportunity to look and deep dive into a fragrance. Today we have a top 10 or my favorite 10 for this festive Christmas occasion or whatever you may celebrate, right? Because in this part of Europe we do celebrate Christmas and you know, we have all the moods and vibes and festive decoration and you know, in regards to the occasion, and you know, the families celebrate whatever they celebrate, but I'm aware that around the world it's Hanukkah, it's whatever you want, you know, out there. So my take is at those top 10 or my favorite 10 Christmas or festive fragrances for this year. This has been a fairly interesting year, to put it mildly, but as Christmas time arrives, the festive days, you know, you get a lot of special vibes and moods in the household. My mom was doing that, my wife is doing that currently, and what do I mean by that? Obviously all the Christmas decoration, and all the food that's coming onto the table in these special days, and the different smells and desserts and cakes and everything. You smell ginger in the air, ginger tins or saffron rolls or myrrh and incense, you know, and all these things, and orange and cloves like this. My mom used to do this. Bless her, God bless her, and my wife does them now. It smells fantastically of orange and cloves, and obviously fragrances as well. And some fragrances do reflect the overall vibe of this special day, you know, a special time, and I've collected 10 here that each of them represents some aspect of Christmas. Okay, so let's deep dive. Let's start. Cuir is the first fragrance by LTP Vert. Cuir in French meaning leather, right? And this is a very old French perfume house or fragrance house, LTP Vert. And Cuir is all about not leather. It's all about honey. It's like you put your head into a huge basket of honey, or a huge pot of honey, right? It smells honey, and overwhelmingly honey. So and for me, honey has to do something with Christmas, okay? Somehow honey is always, you know, part of Christmas, and it has this very sweet sort of taste and smell and an atmosphere about it, yo. So Cuir by LTP Vert, definitely in there. And then Vial Blue. Is this an aquatic fragrance? No, this is a almost perfect copy of Cartier Declaration, but done in a more variable way. It's cardamom and coriander and all these things, pepper, all these things that are present in Cartier's version as well. This is more affordable, a bit easier to wear, and I just love it. It is so nice. It has some sort of a soapy edge to it. It's very festive, and I like the combination of well done spices in Vial Blue, or Vial Homme Blue. Sorry for that, Vial Homme. And sometimes I really am longing for, because you know, the food is usually heavy here in this part of Europe at Christmas time, and I like my duck, and I like my, you know, heavy wine and stuff like this, and sometimes it's a bit too heavy. You gotta freshen it up, and the perfect spice, the perfect way to fresh it up is to to use ginger, for example. I love ginger. And the best, in my opinion, the best ginger fragrance out there or ever done, or though I don't want to over exaggerate, is coming from the house of Christian Dior, Dior Homme Sport 2008. 2008, very rare at this stage, but this is a perfect ginger with some soapiness, but so, oh my goodness, so uplifting, some slight light woodiness, but perfect ginger. Dior Homme Sport 2008, the first Dior Homme Sport ever, right? Another great smell, another great atmosphere, obviously due to the Christmas tree, which is not present here yet, is pine. Okay, pine. I like pine when it's not heavy but refreshing. Okay, and it's very much utterly refreshing in this fragrance. Tommy Hilfiger T for him. Okay, T, just the T, the letter T, like Tommy. Okay, and this is like skiing in the Swiss Alps. This is a very nice, uplifting, fresh pine with a great fresh laundry smell, you know, not uncommon with Hilfiger, obviously, this type of freshness, but it's so uplifting and so outdoorsy that it just, you know, whenever you're overdone on your Christmas wine or Christmas food, you know, if you spray this on, you are immediately being transferred into a much fresher Christmas scenario outdoors. You know, much like you remember the video clip of the band called Vam. You know, with George Michael and Andrew whatever it was his name. Outside, you know, I think that was done in the Swiss Alps, and you know, it was all, you know, throwing snowballs and, you know, fooling around in the snow. That's how it smells. Okay. Sometimes, I don't know, in your household, maybe it's sometimes present that there is a bit of a tension, too much tension, because people just want to make it right. They want to cook right, they want to serve right, they want to make sure that the decoration is right, and it causes people sometimes to get a bit more stressful than needed. Perfect against that type of stress is this fragrance. That's Amore by Guy Mattiolo. That's Amore. Oh yes, I love this fragrance. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Amore. Dean Martin, right? That's Amore, Guy Mattiolo. Very much smells like Boss Bottle number 6. Or Boss Bottle, so Boss, it was called Boss number 6. So I don't know, they all messed up these names. Now it's called Boss Bottle anyway. It smells like Boss Bottle, and it's just, it has this delicious apple, even though apple is not listed in here, but if apple is in Boss Bottle, then apple is in here, because they basically smell almost identical. But this is, again, much like Veil compared to Declaration or Declaration. This is a better version of Boss Bottle. Okay, it smells like the Italian Boss Bottle. Okay, nice, delicious, sweet, easygoing vanilla. Sweet and almost edible. The vanilla and some cinnamon maybe in there, some woodiness, some apple. Fantastic. That's Amore by Guy Mattiolo. Then I reviewed this recently. I adore this fragrance, and this fragrance is in here because of its tremendous champagne note. Okay, you have some booziness around Christmas time. You chin chin, hey, and then you enjoy whatever the drink may be. Okay, this Christmas is all about champagne. This fragrance, the champagne together with the grapefruit and the cardamom, create a perfect boozy, fresh, spicy, swirling, fizzy, almost fizzy type of scenario here, which again is very uplifting in a scenario that is occasionally a bit too heavy, you know, when all the Christmas festiveness and the joy has to be perfectly done. Try to avoid stress and go with a fragrance that lifts your spirits. Another such fragrance is this one, like I reviewed this this year twice, Rochas L'Homme. Rochas L'Homme, wow, what can I say? A perfect modern fougere for the perfect Christmas dinner. It's so stylish. It's my, I call this my holy grail, exactly, my holy grail and it totally is. It still stands its ground. It's just utterly beautiful French fougere, slightly sweet, woody, green, spicy, fresh fougere, aromatic beauty, which, you know, dressing up to it is a perfect companion for a perfect Christmas dinner. Okay. Obviously, Christmas time, it's all about sweets. You know, sweets for my sweets, sugar for my honey bottom. Cerruti 1881 black. It's all about one of my favorite sweets, marzipan, paired up with a great lavender in here. Make this an all-time classic. I have this every Christmas. Okay, this is there at every Christmas with me. Maybe ever since it came out. I totally adore this fragrance. Cerruti 1881. Stunning marzipan, stunning lavender, and stunning performance, longevity, brilliant. Really well done. Let's go back to El Tepiver, the good old French house that had cuir at the beginning. Épiqué or épiques. Or epics, please correct me in regards to the French pronunciation of this. And this, ladies and gentlemen, what you see here in front of you is Christmas bottled. So among all of these fragrances, this smells the most Christmas. This is Christmas in a bottle. And why? First of all, it holds one of my favorite spices, favorite smells ever, nutmeg. This is a tremendous nutmeg. So nice, fresh, spicy, uplifting, festive, kind of fougere, tiny bit soapy, fougere, aromatic, classy. It smells like a Christmas tree bottle, really. It's some woodiness in there, some slight greenness. Perfect. Just absolutely perfect. And the nutmeg is shining here strongly throughout this fragrance. And I love nutmeg. And this is Christmas bottled. Okay? Épiques from El Tepiver. And last but not least, this is a nostalgic member of this lineup, because Lagerfeld Photo has been around for 30 years now, and I use it since 1991, if I remember well. And it shines best in these scenarios in colder weather, in winter time, due to its benzoin, aldehydes, mandarin orange, and there's a slight mossiness in there, and lavender, and it's a very appealing, very sexy fragrance, very dark yet very fresh, and very much uplifting, very special fragrance. Tons of memories with this one for me. So Lagerfeld Photo has to be in my top 10, or my favorite 10, not only in Christmas time, at Christmas time, but especially at Christmas time. Definitely. And so I leave you here with this scenario. You know, celebrate whatever you celebrate in the corner of the world where you are. We do here with the family celebrate Christmas, and so I salute you all, and I'm sending you all our love with homemade ginger thins made by my precious, much beloved wife. Okay. And but I'm gonna keep sticking to the wine first, right? Enjoy these festive days as much as you can. I know it's restricted, you know, with the family, you know, not having the opportunity at many places to meet. How strange is that? How weird is that? How sad is that? But I think next year is going to be better in terms of that. But still, Christmas happens around the dinner table in the church, or just within yourself and with your loved ones, wherever you may celebrate. Okay, let's stick to that chin chin salute, and I'll be back with more. Beautiful red wine. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.